Hello, mommies, daddies, and caregivers out there. This is Gomati, and welcome to the Little Story Station. If this is your first time here, thank you so much for stopping by. And for those of you that follow me, know that I haven't been able to upload the Parent Corner videos or the Umachi series videos for the past couple of weeks. Thank you so much for bearing with me. I had some technical difficulties and files getting deleted, and now all that is sorted, and I'm very happy and excited to be back doing this episode with you guys. So today's episode is about book recommendations. Yes, this is a very popular demand from parents out there asking me for the books that they could read for their children. And I plan to do book recommendations for different age groups. Today I've started with the 2-year-old. If you've been liking my channel and the content that I provide, please don't forget to like, share and subscribe. And without further ado, let's just jump on. The 2-year-old age group is a very intuitive and very nice age group where you are out of the potty training or the tensions of feeding your baby and all that, and they are also not in the naughty age group. So they would ideally, this is an absorbent mind, and they are very curious, and let's get on to the book recommendations for this age group. My first recommendation is The Very Hungry Caterpillar by Eric Harley, and this is a part of almost everybody's library. This book I recommend because it is so colorful, and the child is able to read about or learn about the days of the week and about the different fruits, and also intuitively, indirectly, the life cycle of a butterfly. So first in my list is The Very Hungry Caterpillar. And that takes me to the second one in this recommendation, which is The Brown Bear, What Do You See? Again by Eric Harley. This book introduces children or the toddlers to colors. And 2 year is the prime age to introduce colors to the children. So I definitely recommend this book, and it is also very simple and repetitive English. So perhaps some of the kids would pick up the words from this book if they had just started to speak. And my third recommendation is from the Walker books, which is Guess How Much I Love You. This is written by Sam McBartney and illustrated by Anita Joram. This book is about a daddy bunny and a baby bunny, and the conversation between them on on comparing who loves whom more than the other. So this book has a lot of stretching and hopping and raising your hand. So it involves a lot of physical activity. So you could, while you read this book, have your children move their body and have fun that way. And this book also has a very tender sentiment to it on how this ends with the baby bunny saying he loves his dad to the moon, and the dad saying that he's loving the baby to the moon and back. And this is also one of our favorite, because I keep telling my son that I love him to the moon and back 1,000,000 times, and ever since he was a baby, that cracks him up. So this is one of my favorite. Moving on to the next one. This is also from the Walker book publications, and this is We Are Going on a Bear Hunt. This book has a lot of rhythm and repetition, and is written by Michael Rawson and Helen Oxenbury. And because of all the repetitions that's in there, the children, like children at age 2 loves rhythm and rhymes, and that's precisely why we have nursery rhymes, because age 2 to 3, 4 is where they have an ear for rhymes, and this is repetition, and has suspense also, intertwined in this story plot. And this is one of my favorite recommendation as well. The fifth one on my list is Lost and Found. This is about a penguin and a boy, and how the penguin is lost, and this boy is trying to take the penguin to his parents all the way to the South Pole, and only to find out that the penguin wants to be with the boy instead. So this is a very warm story about friendship and togetherness, and this is written in very simple language, and has a lot of colors in it, with the sea, and a lot of beautiful illustrations. So I definitely recommend this book. And also kids love to look at the tiny boy, the illustration of the tiny boy in here. And it definitely gets them hooked and want to read the book over and over again. So this is on my recommendation number 5. Moving on to my recommendation number 6 is Gruffalo. Gruffalo is another one of those stories that are told and retold, and every time kids hear it, they are excited. So this is from the creators of The Room and Broom, written by Julia Donaldson and Alex Shuffler. Sorry. So Gruffalo provides opportunity to create a lot of dramatic scenes, and an opportunity to tickle the child and hold the child and create all the drama when you read the book. And this is one of my favorite, and there is also a sequel to this, and you could also collect them as part of your library. This is again by Puffin Publications, Puffin Books. The next in my recommendation is by Walker Books, Owl Babies, written by Martin Waddell and Patrick Benson. This book is about 3 siblings, owlets, waiting for their owl mother, and how the siblings comfort each other and stay together. So this is a good read and feel good story. When the owlets see their mom come back after them all getting scared, and how it's so happy ending. So this is my recommendation number 7. Next on my recommendation is Handa's Surprise, again by Walker Books, written by Eileen Brown. This book has full of beautiful, beautiful illustrations. If you look at it, the paintings are so real. It takes you to the jungles of Africa. If you look at the books, they are so colorful, and the children also get to learn about different animals and their favorite fruits. So this is set in the villages of Africa, and also gives an opportunity for the children to know different culture. This is definitely a very good read, and I also have a read aloud of this book in my previous episode, so please check that out. And so are many of the other books that I just gave a recommendation on. The next in my list is Are You My Mother? This is one of my favorite book in the Dr. Seuss series, written by P.D. Eastman. Again, this is about a bird that lost its mother, or never seen his mother, because by the time he came out of the eggshell, his mother was out searching for food for him, and when he came out of the bird's nest, he was searching for his mother. So It's a very wonderful story on how your instincts works, and how when you look at your mother, you will know, without a doubt, you will know where your heart is. This is again a very happy ending, and children oftentimes likes to go along with the flow and end with a very happy ending. This also has an opportunity for the caregivers, whoever reads the book, to make different sounds of all the animals that's in there. Also introduces the children to the animal sounds. And if you looked at it, a lot of my book recommendations are from the Puffin books or from the Walker books. And I've noticed that with the Walker books or Puffin books, you could never go wrong. And so when in doubt, look for Puffin or Walker book series, and you will be right most of the times. And this last one here is a very it was given to us as a gift when my child was a year and a half. And this is about opposites, right? As the book says, it's Night and Day, written by Harvey Toulet. Harvey Toulet is a French artist, and he has written many books, and his books are very colorful. And see, this one is about opposites. If you look at it, it's full of colors, right? So hot and cold. You can see that it is the book is all torn because it was handled by a baby, so bear with that. So you see how it is a hot cup of coffee, and then but then when you turn it around, it's a cold ice cream. And it's little and big. But when you're in the previous page, you won't know what is coming in the next page. And so are many of his books. And if you look at a lot of his books, press here and I have an idea, mix it up, or all famous books written by Harvey Toulet. So do check it out. But this one helped my child to understand opposites and tell it out as early as 2 years old. I mean, he learned colors when he was about 2, and immediately thereafter he was exposed to this book, and he could say all the opposites right when he was like 2 years and 2 months old. So this book really helped because of the colorful illustrations. So I highly recommend you pick this one or any of the Harvey Toulet books, especially the Press Here is the bestseller from this author. Those are the top 10 book recommendations from me for 2-year-olds. And I have, like I told you, a couple of bonus books. So these books are pretty, straightforward. These are my first 100 words and my first 3-letter words. These are from Apple Tree. I just picked it up from a local bookstore for about 60 rupees each, 60 bucks each, in Indian rupees each. And the books are pretty sturdy. If you look at it, these are card books, and very well made, very sturdy. And the reason I like these books were because when my child was 1.5 or 2, this book is recommended for 1+ age according to the publications. But when I picked this book, he was about a year and a half, and I used to just put it in my diaper bag, and I used to take it with me wherever we go along with my son. And this book helped me engage with him when we were on the go. I used to this was one, very colorful, and two, it gave me an opportunity to tell stories with all the different pictures that are in there. And this was a very good book. In fact, I like these better than those pocket books that you get for animals and names of the fruits and the birds. I like these over those pocket books. So I definitely recommend you pick up these books. It helps also build their vocabulary much early on. I hope you liked all the recommendations that I had in this episode today. If you like this episode, please like, share, and subscribe. And do not forget to click on the bell icon down below. Also, spread the word to your friends and family and to parents who have young children, so they could also benefit from the content that I provide. And as always, thank you so much for your love and support. And come back to the Little Story Station for another episode of the parenting series with another set of recommendations for books. Until next time, take care and bye.